ever feel like your world collapsed after those divorce papers arrived? Like you're standing alone in the ashes of what was once your life? I have. I've been there. After decades of marriage, I found myself rebuilding at 50 plus. But guys, listen up. Divorce is not your destiny. It's just a detour. Those flames you see, that's not your world burning down. That's the phoenix rising. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share 7 battle-tested strategies that I use to transform my life from broken to rebuilt. This isn't just talk. This is a roadmap to rising from the ashes.
All right, let's get to it. Number 1, find your physical outlet. My physical outlet was walking. I walked every single day. I made it a point to try to walk 1,000 miles in a year, and I did succeed in doing that. Let's put it this way. If you want to walk 1,000 miles, you got to put in about 2.75 miles every day. I walked at parks, I walked city streets, I walked neighborhood streets, and in doing so, what it does is it helped me to kind of get control of my thoughts. It helped me to meditate sometimes, listen to some positive podcasts, but also helped me to get that physical outlet and decompress my stress from the day.
When I was out walking in the park, I would make it a point to speak to people and say hi to folks, and sometimes I'd get to know the people over time. I also incorporated yoga, which I hadn't done before, but it definitely helped relax my mind and my body. And let's face it, the views weren't bad either. On rainy days, I'd hit the gym and try to put in my 2.5 miles there as well. I took up pickleball, which I found surprisingly competitive, social, and addictive.
Number 2, start journaling. Keep a notebook in your car, keep a notebook at your desk, keep a notebook next to your chair, wherever you sit. The concept here is you're writing whatever is percolating in your mind and things that are weighing on your heart. A simple practice basically allowed me to express my anxieties. It helped me to document my decisions. You celebrate small victories. It also helps to track my journey. I recommend that you journal. So most importantly, when you're ready to formulate goals, you're putting these things on paper, which adds a cemented quality to what you're wanting to do. Or you can look at it a few days later and say, that's not realistic. I need to break this down into smaller pieces. But I found journaling very helpful. It's kind of like having a therapist, and you pour things out. Of course, you want to keep it private, keep it where no one can find your journal. But these are things that I found helpful. Number 3, one of the other things that really helped me to rebuild after separation and divorce was basically limiting social media and eliminating pornography. Yes, I said eliminating pornography. Think about it. Algorithms cycle us through rage, shock, awe, horror, wonder. All these emotions in a matter of minutes. These emotions, oftentimes you experience in a lifetime. And social media is just whipping us through these things over a few minutes, leaving our nervous systems fried. As for pornography, let's be honest. At this stage of rebuilding, it's mentally, emotionally, and spiritually damaging. The dopamine spikes are not helping your nervous system to stabilize. And they create unrealistic expectations when we get back into the dating world. If you're resonating with any of this, hit the subscribe button and join me, because I'm building a community of men who refuse to be defined by divorce. Also, you'll be notified when I drop my next video about rebuilding relationships, meaningful relationships after 50. Your best years are not behind you. They're just beginning. All right, number 4, spend time in nature. Spending time in nature for me meant basically taking a whole lot of trips to the beach. I lived within an hour of really quality beaches. So I would go out there and enjoy the waves, enjoy the scenery, pick up some shark's teeth, relax my nervous system, and help me do a lot more thinking. The time getting there, I listened to some good podcasts and some audio books coming and going. So it was like a mini vacation every time I went. You might live near some mountains. You might live near some cool parks, walkways, trails through the swamp. I don't know what you got available to you as far as nature goes, but access these things. And even if it's a ways away and you got to drive an hour to get there, put on some good podcasts, put on some good ebooks, or audiobooks, and listen to these things. Use that time to build yourself up.
All right, number 5, you want to maintain contact with quality friends and family. Not just the duds, but the quality ones. When I say quality friends and family, these are people that are not going to judge you. They're not going to give you platitudes, not going to give you quick, easy fixes, but they'll listen to you and they'll give you wise and sage advice. You want to understand that some people just want to say, you'll be fine, you'll get over this. But you need some people that are supportive. Even some people that are going to dare to speak truth to your life, speak truth into your life. And yeah, there's definitely a place for male bonding at the bowling alley, tennis court, or listening to music. I'll explore this more in a few weeks when I drop another video about the relationship aspect of recovery, rebuilding, and mastery. Number 6, develop a faith practice. I know this will not resonate with a lot of guys, but I did want to share it because it was important in my recovery and my rebuild experience. What I did is I found a very unique church that occurred or was held in a microbrewery. Now, this church was specifically kind of designed for people who had been kind of burned out or burned by traditional churches. But what it did is it helped me once again build some relationships and also connect again with my faith, which I found very important during the difficult times, and especially during the holidays.
Number 7, manage your finances actively. What this means is gradually taking control of your money and not letting your money take control of you. Something you want to do is you want to tell your money where to go, not ask, where did my money go? This is going to be important because your life is changing. You've got new sets of bills that aren't divided between two people. You're going to have financial responsibilities. A lot of times you're in a place by yourself and it's more expensive. So find out those subscriptions, find out those debts, those obligations that you may not know about. But basically, this helps you regulate your mind and it helps you have one less area in your life that's out of control. And you may have to find out that you have to work a little overtime, that you have to consolidate debt. These are things that are going to be important going forward if you want to plan vacations or if you want to take women out on dates, because believe me, dating can be freaking expensive. Understanding your finances can be challenging, but it can be liberating and empowering when you do so.
All right, here's a little bonus advice. Meeting single women over 50. This is a little bit challenging because things are different. You're not always going to find these people in bars or clubs. Oftentimes you're going to find these people on pickleball courts. Pickleball courts is a very social place, and you might find some single women to engage at least in the fun of the game and have a little chat before and after the game. Also, the gym is hit or miss because people are often very targeted in the gym and they're not stopping for conversation. But you do see the same people over and over. Church is a little slower on developing relationships, but they can be meaningful relationships if you're in the right setting. Also, I would say avoid workplace relationships because that's not something you want to get into, is that kind of complication in this stage in your life. I think one of the biggest keys is just to pursue activities that you genuinely enjoy. The focus is more on the activity and being yourself than trying to chase after a relationship or chase after women. So when you're being yourself in a natural setting, you can oftentimes be very attractive to a woman because she sees you relaxed and sees you just doing something that you enjoy. And you're apt to be relaxed and have a sense of humor. You have to know that the phoenix rises from the ashes, and so will you. I'm living proof your best life might be waiting on the other side of this challenge, which is temporary.
Like, subscribe, and join me next week when we discuss creating new traditions and routines that build your confidence independence. Until then, keep walking, keep writing, keep rising.